Big Pluto bit. Now what the fuck? Yeah, it's the fucking word, man. I'm back. Spaz the she back with a motherfucking banger. Back with a motherfucking banger. Back with a motherfucking banger. But yeah, we got shoplifters poses NYC Police Department.
Thank you to American Financing for sponsoring this video.
It's the brazen bodega robbery caught on camera involving thieves impersonating NYPD officers.
Officials say that they flashed a gun and even tied a worker up at the shop. And you know, this video is wild.
So a gang of thieves recently dressed up as police entered a store like this and raided the entire place. However, this is just the latest assault. Entered a store like this and raided the entire
She's paying.
place. However, this is just the latest assault on a small business in New York, many of which are utterly defenseless in the face of laws that encourage shoplifting and crime. And now that there are more criminals dressed as police than real police entering these places, local business owners are begging our leaders to do something.
Store surveillance video shows the bodega workers opening up for the day when 4 men in masks stormed the bodega wearing NYPD jackets and hats.
3 guys came like police dressed and they say NYPD, don't move, and they say don't look it up, just look into the ground.
Detectives right now trying to figure out how exactly did these suspects get a hold of these NYPD rain jackets, or were these jackets just really good dupes?
When they see this type of violence occurring right in front of them, they're scared.
Surveillance video shows 2 bodega workers cramped in a corner, a fight playing out right in front of their eyes. This is one of 3 incidents that's taking place inside of a bodega in the last 3 days. The United Bodegas Association now calling for panic buttons to be installed inside of all bodegas in the city.
This week we've had numerous incidents, but this one put the topping on the cake. Now they're dressing like cops.
Why are y'all robbing bodegas? Like, let's keep it real, bro. You're not benefiting anything from robbing a bodega. 9 times out of 10, the EBT is keeping their fucking store running, unless it's a bodega that got everything. Then you guys are robbing for like what? Probably at most a band. Then you gonna get caught. And it's just a band. What the hell you gonna do with a band? And you dumb. You robbing a bodega. So if you get the band, you probably gonna go buy Mary's. Cause you stupid. You robbing a bodega, you not robbing. Never mind.
So all year long,
I ain't gonna lie, I just dropped the marshmallow, nigga. Fuck you, you stupid nigga.
stores in this city that sell basic items have been targeted by thieves. But what nobody's talking about is this problem is just getting worse because this state only has laws that encourage the type of crime that's ending these places. Now, of course, stealing is illegal, but the reason our stores are full of anti-theft devices like product lockers, cameras, security teams, and even locks on refrigerators of ice cream is because nobody goes to jail for theft here. Instead, people get released, oftentimes with fines that are less than the value of whatever it is they stole. And in this city, every single store, no matter what it sells, has a problem with theft. Even if it just sells food, because there are so few police around that opportunistic criminals like this guy wait till the right moment, reaching into open cash registers or tip jars, taking wads of money before vanishing into a crowded street or subway. But speaking of opportunistic, now we've got criminals dressing up as cops, entering businesses, and cleaning them out. And
Oh shit.
Viral escalations and theft are happening here on a regular basis. The police
shit a
were
little
supposed
bigger.
to stop these guys. They've tried, and they can't do it. But it isn't their fault. Because the way this works is petty crooks start stealing things and eventually get arrested. But since they don't go to jail, each arrest just teaches them how to evade capture on their next shoplifting spree. Until eventually they become hardened thugs with hundreds of arrests under their belts. Which, as you're about to see, just encourages them to take things to the next level. If one more person steals something, they're gonna run out of room on their wall of shame. That's ridiculous. It's a little fruit market. But the sad truth is, every store like this in town is dealing with these same problems. A lot of them are cash-based businesses with just one or two workers inside and no security team, which makes them sitting ducks in a crime wave this city is powerless to stop.
It was about 8 o'clock Sunday morning. Store surveillance video shows the bodega workers opening up for the day when 4 men in masks stormed the bodega with a gun, wearing NYPD jackets and hats. They also surprised and...
So the wild details of this robbery are more than just the fact that we had fake cops. They came to that store right when it opened on a Sunday morning. Which is not usually when you'd expect a place like this to have a register full of money. And it's also not when most of the winners on our wall of shame here wake up to come in and steal petty things. Detergent, consumables, baskets even. That's crazy. But in a...
Bro. You robbed a corner store, a bodega, that makes money off of sandwiches, food, and like quick essential shit, bro. You not only you robbed them in the morning when they freshly opened, when they only had change from last night. Are you dead ass? Niggas be making no sense, bro. I don't get it, bro. The math don't be mathing. The risk calculation just don't be calculating. Niggas don't like it.
That never punishes criminals. Some of these people are going to graduate. They're going to get sick and tired of ripping off vegetable stands. And as you're about to see these fake cops on the news, they were not interested one bit in the products on the store's shelves.
They also surprised 2 other employees before grabbing cash and a garbage bag full of lottery tickets.
Enough is enough.
To say that...
So after this gang of 4 overpowered every single person in the store, they stole whatever money they could find.
You apply to this amazing job. You wait for a response and nothing. Enhansive can upgrade your resume in minutes. Enhansive's
along with a massive trash...
Yeah, I knew I dropped my marshmallow. I'm gonna pick it up, bitch. Don't say nothing to me, nigga. That's the second one I dropped. Don't get me tight.
What they thought were lottery tickets. These guys actually aren't too bright because one news report tells us these were actually lottery ticket receipts, which aren't going to win them any money. But what this reveals is that this heist was a cash grab in every sense of the word. And for some reason, they singled out this one particular business to the exclusion of any other business like it they could have hit. And they thought they knew how to quickly grab and make off with the most valuable items inside the store, which likely means they knew something about the owners or the layout of the store. Perhaps one of them was a contractor there who'd done work and been in the back rooms and seen how they keep things and how their security is. But even though numerous incidents like this have recently taken place, those in the industry say this fake cop heist puts the frosting on the cake.
This week we've had numerous incidents, but this one put the topping on the cake. This was the frosting on the cake. Now they're dressing like cops.
Now there is yet another push to install panic buttons inside bodegas.
Governor Hochul.
So, this
my foot cut you off again. OG, triple OG, double OG. But what I was about to say?
has resulted in renewed calls for government money to install panic buttons inside all of these little businesses. Now, that's probably...
I remember what I was going to say now. Temu, nigga. Temu, TikTok, AliExpress, blame all of them shits. Nigga. They probably got that motherfucking police fit from Temu or fucking AliExpress or the TikTok shop. Dead ass. Dead ass.
The people running them know that calls for lawmakers to put people in jail and pass laws that protect people aren't going to happen. But you got to wonder if the owner of one of these places in jail and pass laws that protect people going to happen. But
watch jewelry repair.
Gotta wonder if the owner of one of these places is getting robbed, then he starts hammering on his panic button. Are the police who show up gonna be real police or fake police? You've got no idea who's walking in the door of one of these places. But speaking of police, look at this. We're going through a major staffing crisis at the NYPD experience.
The NYPD staffing crisis has reached breaking point as the department does far fewer officers. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, y'all niggas corrupt as fuck. Real talk.
Officers are leaving the force in droves and they can't seem to replenish their ranks. And installing panic buttons in every single one of these stores, well, that could just result in extra work for the few officers that we have left. After all, even though these things are supposed to activate in-store security cameras so police can see what's going on, even if officers don't see anything on the cameras, if a button was pressed and they don't go by, whose fault is that gonna be? That's just gonna be the fault of the cops who got an alert and didn't show up. Revealing that even though everybody wants panic buttons, those might not actually solve our crime problem or our fake police problem. But before we get into real solutions that might actually keep our stores safe, we've got to answer the question, how did these fake cops even get these authentic-looking police uniforms to begin with?
Police officers are supposed to wear that type of gear, not robbers.
Deputy Mayor of Public Safety Kaz Daughtry wouldn't confirm whether the rain jackets were real or counterfeit. Okay, what is the policy when it comes to making sure that apparel doesn't end up in the wrong hand?
That's their equipment. They buy it. There's some items that they have to return back. I don't think the rain jacket's one of them.
Look at that. We got some police paraphernalia on eBay right now. These would make an authentic-looking Halloween costume. But the real problem is if one finds themselves in the back of a real police car, they're probably not headed to jail. No, they'll probably end up with a slap on the wrist and a fine that is less than whatever the value of what they stole.
$20.
Which just helps the bad guys become better and more effective criminals. Every time they get busted, it's like a continue in Grand Theft Auto. That's how these people see things. Our city is full of criminals with hundreds of arrests who are still free men walking the streets plotting their next move. This is ridiculous.
Jail shoppers with nearly 300 combined arrests evade justice.
And any city that allows bad people to do bad things hundreds of times over and over again is going to have much bigger problems than fake police roaming our streets. With everything happening in the economy, it feels like we're walking on shaky ground. Prices are stuck at really high levels, and it seems like nothing is affordable anymore.
Man, tell me about it. Wow, yo. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, bro. Why do I have to, what do you call it? Why shit got expensive when I became an adult? Why everything going up now? What about you couldn't go up when I was, feel me, a little nigga and shit? No, now that I'm grown and I can pay my own bills and do my own thing, everything want to go up. Nigga.
Why many are relying on credit cards to cover gaps. But because of that, credit card debt
$10 for Ben and Jerry's,
it's leaving a lot of people tapped out. But if you're a homeowner, you don't have to face this uncertainty alone. My friends at American Financing can help you take control. They can help you access the equity in your home to help you pay down that high interest credit card debt, giving you, or visit americanfinancing.net/cash.
What the fuck is this? That shit look like the dog from Transformers. What game is this? Ooh. This shit kinda hard. Alright.
So, a city that rewards criminal behavior by not really doing anything about it, allowing criminals to just continue doing their thing, that city is gonna shed police, and that's exactly what's happening here in New York. And every year, the stories on this just get worse and worse. The numbers never seem to improve. And without laws to back up the hard work that police actually do, their existence is somewhat pointless. I mean, yeah, they can arrest people, but we're not gonna arrest our way out of this crime wave. Arresting people does nothing. But some city officials hope these panic buttons result in more arrests.
New tonight, it's a drastic step to keep customers and employees safe at bodegas all across the city. Today, the mayor announced $1.6 million in funding to install panic buttons at bodegas
Bro,
in high-crime areas.
nigga, bro.
When you go outside, you never know what happened.
Saturday morning, police say a 33-year-old...
You know, I really feel like we live in a world where everybody wants technology to solve our problems, but in many ways, technology just makes our problems worse. These panic buttons, if they roll them out, I think they're going to cause more cops to quit. Now, in theory, these buttons are going to give police a bird's eye view of what's happening in any store where there's an emergency taking place. But if after the button gets pressed, it takes officers time to get there and they show up and the criminal's gone, what good did that do? Also, you are going to have accidental presses. There's no way around it. And if a button gets pressed and the police don't show up, there's going to be press conferences where they're called worse names than the actual criminals who committed the crime. But perhaps the worst part of all of this is even if the police show up and even if they catch the bad guy, what's the point of that if a judge is just going to release them? Now, could these buttons save lives? I'm sure they could. Those store workers who were apprehended by those fake police officers, if they had been able to press one of those, perhaps a response could have happened. Perhaps they could have been rescued while those criminals were still there. But if a judge is just going to let those crooks off or give them a slap on the wrist or no real consequence, we're not really fixing our crime problem, are we?
It appears no one wants to become New York's finest, putting the department in a desperate position. Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch.
And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The NYPD is in a hiring crisis. And this is not a budget problem.
The PC has a few ideas and is taking a three-prong approach, including lowering the education standards for new recruits instead of...
You know, this is so sad. The police, they are in a no-win situation here. Every time somebody who's experienced quits the force, you're going to need 2 or even 3 greenhorns to come in and make up that lost ground. It's hard to replace experience, and as the overall experience level of officers drops, the force as a whole is going to be less effective. At the same time, how do you expect to find new officers in an expensive, progressive city like New York, where apartment rents are through the roof? We're talking $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment. Starting pay for an officer is not going to get you there. And when you got new cops making $54,000 a year starting, they couldn't even live here in the part of Brooklyn I'm in right now and even be able to police their own community. No. Yet they're going to have to get up every day, put on their uniforms, and put their lives on the line for an amount of money that doesn't justify the risks they take. And then they get to arrest the same criminals over and over again every single week because they keep getting released.
I don't lie, the whole shit need to be restarted, bro. Respectfully, I'm sorry. I don't know how that happens, but everything just need a restart. It need a fresh restart.
If you see the same guy in handcuffs on a regular basis, how are you going to feel like you're making a difference? Maybe the pay's not there, maybe the job conditions are the greatest, but if you felt like you were making a difference, some people would still want to sign up for it, but they don't even get to see the difference they make.
It wasn't that long ago when people would wait years to get the call to join the academy, and every incoming class was full to capacity. Now we are practically begging people to take the exam.
When you look to the low level of recruitment numbers, it's a testament to...
It's literally because how fucking corrupt y'all are. Like, niggas, it was, I had this one, it wasn't really my friend, I ain't gonna lie, 'cause once he told me this, I knew we had different routes going in life. But bro said he wanted to be a cop. When that nigga said he wanted to be a cop, I said, ooh. Nah, we ain't rocking with that. But bro wanted to become a cop because he said he seen the nigga fucking, like, a cop save somebody and shit. Nigga thought that shit was cool. He wanted to do it. But y'all niggas is so corrupt now. And it's like, what's the point, bro? Y'all niggas is like, I don't know, bro. Y'all just harass everybody. And then the people y'all harass, y'all want them to turn around and be cops. Like, how you harass me for 20 fucking minutes every day, and then you turn around throwing cop ads in my face, or do this, become a cop. We lowered the educational level to become a cop. That's not good, nigga. Y'all flexing about dumb shit. Y'all flexing about having a dumbass cop behind a fucking badge. Y'all just reaching at this point, bro. If it was really that deep, transfer some cops from Jersey over here, bro. If it was really that deep. Actually, no, don't do that. Fuck them niggas. Fuck them niggas. Fuck NYPD, nigga. Fuck all you niggas. But don't recruit no new niggas with lower IQs and lower high school test scores and shit like that. That's stupid.
NYPD not raising commensurate with the wage that runs consistent with the rest of society.
Yeah, there it is. It's pretty hard to convince people to put their lives at risk just to be a second-class citizen in the society
Who the
they're
fuck would
supposed
wanna
to protect. Now, should we be paying brand new cops several $100,000 a year? I don't think we could afford to do that. But with the amount of money this city wastes on everything that's not police-related, we just can't bump them up to at least 70? Now, that's still not going to put you in a fancy luxury apartment down here, no way. But at least it would make the pay more competitive, especially when you can go to another city where the cost of living is less than it is in New York and actually have your work be appreciated by the general public and the judges and the rest of the legal system that has not aligned itself against you. And New York City voted to defund police. I don't think we're going to go about funding them anytime soon.
Bro, I don't know where to sit when it comes to this defund the police shit. But it's like, I hear it, bro, because I can respect it, because it's so, yeah, like, I know I say this a lot, bro, but y'all niggas is so corrupt. It's just so crazy, bro. Nigga, I get harassed by the cops. You think that I get harassed by them niggas? You think I gangbang by the amount of times I get harassed by these niggas, yo? I'm talking about nigga won't let a nigga walk down the street. Slowing, nigga drive behind me, slowing down, thinking thinking nigga behind me, you thinking them the niggas. I'm not them niggas, them bumping boys. They try and bait you. That's what they do, bro. That's what these corrupt ass detective cops. They try to bait you into shooting at their fucking car. Dead ass. Dead ass. They try to bait you into shooting at their car, and as soon as you shoot at their car, they hopping out and they blowing you fucking down. Real shit. Them niggas is fucking corrupt and weird.
They're the ones who voted for that stuff. And
Most
sadly,
of them.
a lack of police has people taking matters into their own hands to protect themselves and their property.
Wait, what? Oh, NYC woman forced to buy pit bulls to defend herself as unhinged career criminals kept breaking into her home, and courts won't lock them up. Damn.
Woman, she had to go out and get pit bulls to guard her apartment because a person keeps breaking into it and doesn't seem to find themselves in jail, even though they keep getting arrested. And the thing you've got to understand is that the depraved mind of a criminal.
Why they keep showing? They love showing this Thor thigh and this black nigga. Thor thigh black nigga.
And the problems and bizarre incidents that take place here, they're only going to get worse. You think fake police is a big deal? Wait till even more police quit. We're going to see even weirder stuff than that going on a regular basis here.
Tweaking the hiring standards alone won't solve the NYPD's staffing crisis. New York City is competing with other police departments that not only have lowered education requirements, but also offer better...
So here we are in an ultra-expensive city with a super high cost of living that treats its cops like trash. How many do we expect to actually have here? How many people do we think are going to be willing to sign up for that? Very few. And I get that we want to lower standards. We want to make it easier for people to take the police exam and get into the academy. But if nobody wants to go into the academy, this isn't going to do a whole lot at all. Instead, if you were to pass laws that threw people in jail when they stole something or attacked somebody else, then when police make arrests, they'll see that their neighborhoods get safer. The general public will be happy to see them around because the creep they took off the street doesn't keep coming back. Instead, we live in a place that's got policies that disable the police. And when you disable what your police can do, they become the enemy of the law-abiding, because every time they see a crime, they say, well, what's the point of arresting that guy? He's just going to get let out. Or I arrested him for that just a couple of days ago, and here he is back on the street. That hurts everybody. That destroys our society. And that's why we got situations where people are getting fake police uniforms, busting into stores. These criminals, they know they can get away with whatever they want in this city, and it's probably only going to get worse. What do you
I think I can find the police unis on TikTok. Let me see. To do something. Get out of here. Go to the shop. Let's see. GG's.
Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.
Yo, I don't know what the fuck what's going on in this video right here. We ain't even about to look at this hoe. Look, we about to nope. It's not what we doing. Get that shit out of here, dog. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do it all. You did that bit yet? Thank you, my nigga. Real ass nigga. Alright. Well, boys, I hope y'all like that motherfucking video. Let me know what you feel about motherfucking cops in the comments, though. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like they gotta redo the whole system, bro. Break it down, build it back up. Fuck it, man. New everything, new everybody. Get rid of them old niggas too. Fuck it.